I'm BJ Gray with this week's Coach's Corner. Happy New Year. I believe all of us are ready more than ever for a fresh start with 2021. What will your New Year's resolution be? I've spent the holiday binging on a humorous show called Offspring on Netflix about an Australian family, and the two sisters are polar opposites. One sister, Billy, wears every emotion on her sleeve and ends up vomiting her thoughts without discretion. And the other, Nina, the doctor, is constantly listening to the chatter in her head. And therefore, she's constantly misinterpreting things that are going on. She's frustrated and full of anxiety. And what's interesting is I see this happening all the time in the workplace. Employees are interpreting what is going on with a colleague versus speaking up to verify what they're thinking is accurate. When you don't speak up and only listen to the stories in your head, you start to avoid situations, avoid people, and maybe even back channel with other colleagues. This is the opposite of a healthy culture and teamwork. I want everyone to make at least one New Year's resolution for improving their mindset. And the one I implore all my clients to make is to reduce the chatter in their head in 2021. So how do you lean into these tricky conversations? Well, I have several examples, but here's a few. Sometimes I start out saying things like, hey, I may be wrong, but are you meaning this? Or one of my favorites is, tell me more. Tell me more about what you're saying or what you're writing in this email. One of the biggest mistakes Nina in Offspring makes is she doesn't listen when people talk, but continues to believe the chatter in her head. So a successful conversation is not only about speaking up with candor and grace, but to get clear with active listening. Listen without any confirmation bias or judgment. Be as neutral as possible. So go on, start 2021 with courage over fear. Have the courage to speak up over the chatter in your head. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for listening to this edition of Coach's Corner. Connect with me directly on LinkedIn or at bjgray.com. Until next time, I'm BJ from Coach's Corner.